Hey guys, it's GoldenSteelTV here. This video is a little bit different because this is not a GTA 5 video, as you can see. This is a Minecraft video. As promised earlier in previous videos, I am doing a Minecraft video. So, here it is. This is a village that my character lives in. It's called Floyd. So, I'll show you the sign that says Floyd, which is the name of the village. It says here, "Welcome to Floyd." Where did I get that name from? The name Floyd comes from my favorite band called Pink Floyd. I got lots of favorite bands to name though, but for now I'm just gonna say who is one of my favorite bands. So yeah, we have a few things to discuss, including the Super Bowl that's coming up on Sunday and the polar vortex. The Super Bowl is coming up between the Patriots and Rams on Sunday. Who am I going for? I'm going for the Rams. My best wishes go out to the Rams in winning the Super Bowl on Sunday. I really hope they do win. The Patriots, they've been in the Super Bowl 9 times already. I might be wrong about the number, but that's how much I know. Yeah, the first time the Patriots won the Super Bowl was in 2002 when the Patriots won against the St. Louis Rams. At the time, the Rams were based in St. Louis. They moved to Los Angeles in 2016, and they've been getting better since then, with their young quarterback named Jared Goff and their young coach named Sean McVay. The Rams had a pretty good season thus far. Yeah, they even had a winning streak, which all ended when the Saints defeated them in November of 2018. And ironically, the Rams beat the Saints, and during that game, there was a really controversial call, which I'll talk about later. This is a village that has not been named yet, but I have a poll that I just created that will let you pick whichever name this village will get. The poll will expire in a date that's to be determined. So stay tuned. This is a rail system that I've been building to connect the village to the city I'm about to build soon. And this is how much progress I've made thus far. As you can see, the minecart is not going on the right. It's instead going on the left because there was some kind of error in the building of a rail system, which I'll get it fixed later. So far, this is how much it's gone. This is how much the construction has gone. You know, I'm making progress with it, but I'll get there. And this is a extravagant steel bridge that I've just built. It's a really long bridge. Call it impressive, if you will. I'll take compliments for it. And you want to know who this bridge is named after? Well, here it is. Walter Payton. Okay, for those of you who don't know, Walter Payton was a running back for the Chicago Bears from 1975 to 1987. he won the Super Bowl with them in 1986, and he is considered one of the greatest running backs in the NFL. He passed away in 1999, but he's become a legend in Bears and NFL history. So yeah. There's another bridge that's been built, and we'll take a look at it later. Right now I'm just adding some snow to the grass that's been uncovered. Alright. Still adding touches to it. And here it is. Here's the bridge, which you will look at right now. The bridge is also unnamed, so I've started a poll which has a link below that will give you two choices as to who to name this bridge after. In that poll, you got two choices. Name this bridge after Peyton Manning or John F. Kennedy, or JFK for short. Right. Like I said, I'm making progress with the construction of the rail system. It's powered, so I'm using a different kind of rail tracks to give the mine carts and trains, if you will, fast, efficient service to the city from the village. I have to destroy or cut down the trees, if you will, to make way for the rail bridge. Don't get mad at me, this is just a game. We've reached a dead end, so I'm gonna have to try to make a mini bridge. It will not be named, so I'm just gonna have to build a simple wooden embankment. So yeah. Alright, adding some more tracks to make them parallel with what I'm trying to build. Right. I'm getting there. There's one more tree I have to cut down. This is a heavily forested area, so it's gonna take a lot to remove these trees to make way for these railroad tracks. Alright. Now that it's connected, we can move on. Alright. I'm putting a redstone, so the train tracks are powered to run these operations. Right, and there goes the minecart. Okay, now let's talk about the NFL while I'm building the railroad tracks. The controversial call that I had just talked about earlier, I'll get to it right now. During the game between the Saints and Rams in the NFC Championship game, there was a missed call that never drew a flag, because obviously the refs were not paying attention to what was seen, and that did not draw a flag, and no penalties were made. So the Saints fans were furious over that call that never drew a flag. So, what do you think? Should the refs be punished for not paying attention? It's up to you to decide. Alright, I just built a small wooden bridge for the railroad tracks to cross over a small lake, or a pond, if you will. And we'll get there. We've made some progress, as I kept mentioning. Alright. And in the end, the Rams won the game in overtime. And the Saints fans were understandably devastated because of that aforementioned call that never drew a flag. Right. The Chiefs, they also lost their opportunity to get to the Super Bowl. The Chiefs also had a pretty good season so far. They have a young quarterback named Patrick Mahomes, who's becoming a new sensation in the NFL, and he has a voice that's similar to Kermit the Frog. I did not make that up. It's just what football fans say. So therefore, I did not make that up. It's just what people are saying. Right, I'm giving this a test run. From the village to what has been to how far this railroad system has gone. Yeah. It's a really long project, but the project is looking good so far. There's still uphill battles that I face from the project, but looks pretty impressive, don't you think? The Colts, Eagles, Chargers, and the Cowboys are out of the playoffs. They've had pretty good runs in the playoffs, but their time had to come to an end. I mean, all the good times had to come to an end, you know. Because that's what people say, good things must come to an end. So their playoff runs came to an end. Yeah. Like the Cody Parkey moment that I talked about earlier in one of my previous videos, the Eagles had another devastating moment that they may probably never forget. It was an interception that made Alshon that caused people to turn their attention from Cody Parkey to Alshon Jeffrey, who was supposed to catch the ball from Nick Foles, but never caught the pass because it was intercepted by the Saints, allowing the Saints to go on and win the divisional game in the playoffs. Right, I'm back in the village. Enough of football. We've had a polar vortex recently, as you might have heard. The city I live in, Chicago, and some other cities in the north have been affected. We've had some record-breaking temperatures in some parts of Illinois and in the north. It was a pretty rough time for the cold weather and for January. Schools had to be closed. As a result, I had 2 days off of school, and yeah, I didn't go out, of course, because it was dangerous for me to go out in such conditions without proper protection, or Yeah, if I didn't have proper protection, I would get frostbite, and it's not gonna be good. Trust me, it ain't gonna be pretty. So prepare for the winter. Prepare for the extreme cold when it rolls in. That's my advice to anyone living in extremely cold places in the world. Alright. We're back at my village. This is my house. Alright guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.